think we're good. Go. Oh boy. Okay. Oh boy. This is gonna be a rough one. Looking all there. Yeah. Sorry guys, hold on. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Oh God. Yeah, my cough is still here. Unfortunately. I really wish it wasn't. Like I really do, but as it stands right now, it it's just all over the place. Okay, let me make sure that this is showing up. Really do, but as it stands right now. Okay. All right. Okay then. So, give me a sec, guys. Let me pull it up. Aha, there you are. Alrighty then. Ah, okay. Deep breaths, deep breaths. All right, so welcome, guys. Welcome to the stream. Oh boy. So, gotta turn the mic down because it is going a bit too up. Okay, is that all right? That looks good. All right. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the channel. My name is Extreme DJ48. Thank you guys so much for joining. This is something I never thought I'd do. But given obviously what it is and how important it is to me as of right now, like how much I've gotten into it, I just needed to make this stream happen because there's no way I couldn't. Um, so this is also my first ever appearance on camera. Obviously, you're not gonna get the face right now. As it stands right now, I still don't want to like reveal too much of myself. So right now, you're really just gonna see my hands. So yeah, I'm here with my Warhammer 40,000 White Scars Combat Patrol. My very first minifigures, not just in Warhammer, but just in general. Um, and yeah, I got this at this point about 2 weeks ago, and I was just like, screw it. Why not make a video out of this? Because I. Oh boy. So, after playing Space Marine 2 on my channel at this point, it was a couple months back, I really started to actually like dive into the depths of Warhammer 40,000, and I just fell in love with the entire setting. And inevitably, I ended up opening Pandora's box, as it were, because from what I've been told by a lot of people, once you get a set of minifigures, that's where you just kind of dive into the whole, um, both financially and in terms of the passion for the hobby. Obviously, as you guys can see here, I have my desk. Rudimentary stuff, nothing too fancy. I think the fanciest stuff I got is like the tools here. That's really about it. Everything else is just like is just generic. And then obviously I have a cardboard box here to get the paint, make sure it doesn't get onto my desk itself, because I need it to stay clean. And so I have over here, I have water to go to the paints. Once I get to the painting portion, I have the tools, I have the plastic glue, I have the minifigure stand once I start actually getting into the thick of painting. I just have these 3 chopsticks. I like to keep a little bit of a collection of them in case I need them for firewood in my fireplace. But in a situation like this, what I'll essentially just be doing is I'll be taking the spots that were not eaten from, so basically like the thicker ends, and I'll just be putting them, like dipping them into this water and adding it to the paints. Obviously, once we get to the painting portion. I have the instruction manual. I have my phone, let me pull it up, with the... oh boy. I have the... Oh, that's a lot of glare. Okay, hold on. Sorry, let me turn that down a little bit. I have the picture from the game, which shows exactly what my design is going to be for my Space Marines. Obviously, these are the Steel Falcons, as the name of the video, and from the look, many of you will recognize this. Some of you might notice that there is a little bit of change. I did do a bit of reworking with the general like color scheme and design, but overall, it's still, in my opinion, still screams White Scar. Successor chapter. So I'll have this picture on standby for the duration, but oh, actually, hold up. Okay, there we go. All right. So yeah. Oh, I also got this lamp. It's a bit bright. Obviously, I will do my absolute best to prevent it from going into the camera for obvious reasons. I don't want any of my viewers losing their eyesight because of me. Quick note before we really get started. The base coating for the actual minifigures, I still need to do. As a result of that, unfortunately, I cannot move the camera from where it is, so when I go to put the base paint on, and obviously have a couple minutes for the minifigures to actually dry, I unfortunately will be off camera. So I'll probably just like pull something up on YouTube, maybe, I don't know, maybe like some songs put in the background. But yeah, so essentially the stream will kind of go on like a short pause when I get to the base coating, but other than that, this is just a... It's a sit and chat, basically. If you are historically inclined, think of it kind of like FDR's fireside chats. But yeah, so I have everything set up. Everything's in place. I have the YouTube chat tab open, so you will be able to see if anybody is on. Well, I won't be able to see if anyone's on, but I'll see if people are texting in chat. Let's actually go to live chat. And, yeah, so let's open this up. Alright. You will notice that I did open up a little bit just to kind of check out what I was working with. And I gotta be completely honest, guys. Yeah, I completely misjudged the size of these minifigures. I obviously thought that, like, they had to have, like, some size, obviously. They can't be, like, microscopic. But, I actually thought they were a lot bigger. So, look at my surprise when... Okay, box goes here. So, look at my surprise when I found out that the torsos are, like, barely my finger. So yeah, that's why I got this nice little lamp here with a magnifying glass in the middle of it, so that I can actually do this. Okay. Nothing inside, so get rid of that. Oh, the, kind of like the... I want to say the bases were in that bag. Okay, let me put those Actually, stack those. Put them off to the side right here. There we go, like chips on a roulette board. All right. All right. So let's. Obviously, right now I'm just trying to take these out of the box. It's going to be a lot of work to put all of this together. I do not know how long the stream is going to be. So, let's just go. Okay, we got larger bases here. My assumption is for the bikes, the mounted bikes and the armored transport. Okay. All right, let's put this side here. Put these over here. Okay, now there's got to be some kind of like designation on these, show which one they are. I'm seeing like the numbers for the different components, but I'm not seeing any of the we could use the white. I'll figure that out later. I realize because I'm looking right now at the seals, like the combat seals that go onto the Space Marine armor. They're like the little stamps with like the strips of paper. Forgot what they're called, but I didn't get a color for it. So all right. Okay, so first and foremost, let's consult the instruction manual. I also have absolutely no idea what this does. Hey, Darth Haro, welcome. Imperial Fist, tell me about the Steel Falcons. Yes, hold on. Just let me like read through this for a sec. I took a quick glimpse at this, but welcome to the stream, Darth Haro. All right. Okay, is there any painting for a while? It's a little bit once we actually get sort of calm. Okay. All right. Okay, let's move this. Okay, so this. So these top two are D. Let me put those to the side. Then these two are C. These two are C. Then we have some of the bike stuff. So this one are B. And then we have, these are A. Okay. Hey, welcome, Kangaroo Gulu. Yes. If you are asking me, do I like White Scars? Yes, I love them. In my personal opinion, and obviously this is going to be a hot take through, but Jagatai Khan is easily, in my opinion, the best Primarch, just character-wise. Maybe not he may not be the most powerful, but he's definitely my favorite of the Primarchs. Okay. So... Okay, this is going to be a... Sorry guys, this is my first time doing this. It is going to be a trial by fire, really, because I have almost no idea what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, so we got... Oh boy. How dare Rogaldorn is amazing. No, I'm not disagreeing. Rogaldorn has his own charm. I will admit that. I do like Rogaldorn, but me personally, I'm a White Scars fan. and I know I did just get into the hobby, but personally, I'm a White Scars fan through and through. Partly because I'm a history nerd and I just love the Mongol aesthetic for the White Scars. So, okay, all right, let's actually start this. If I can even figure out what I'm doing. Okay, so gotta find the different pieces. Okay, so gonna put these off to the side. You'll have to excuse me, guys. I do have a little bit of a cough. I've had it for a number of weeks now. It hasn't gone away, so do expect me to cough a couple times. I have a cough drop in my mouth right now, and I have two on standby as well as water. But I'm willing to bet I will probably cough more as the stream progresses. Okay. So let's move on to Suboden Khan. Nope. I don't need these two right now. Doubling his deck is quite amazing. Yeah, yeah. Not these yet. Is it this? Okay. Interesting. I gotta be. Oh, here it is. Okay. Right. Let me get my lamp in position, and I can start cutting away at this and start actually assembling this. Khan is the wisest Primarch. He made the right choice by gathering more intel. Yes, yeah, that is the part of that I like him, but also because of like the kind of like the complexity of his moral character. I think is easily one of his best traits. Um, when he's going to, for example, when he's going to Prospero and like he's trying to figure out what the hell happened with the Thousand Suns and the Custodes and the Space Wolves, and him trying to like figure out, okay, what the hell is going on before he tried to join a side. I think gave his moral character a lot of complexity, and that's really what I love in a character most. Okay. Probably scoot up a little bit. Let me move this out of the way. Hello! Welcome to the stream, Just a Guy. Alright. Yeah, it should be good. Oh boy. Sorry guys, I'm just I should be talking quite a bit, and obviously I still remember Darth Haro, you asked me to basically tell you guys about the chapter that I'm doing, the Steel Falcons. I'm just really trying to like I really don't want to mess up. So let me just cut this out. Okay, it looks like we got one more. Oh, okay, there goes the first piece. How are those edges looking? Not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. They aren't really like protruding out too much, so. Oh boy. I have 109 million units of Tyranids. I'm starting to regret trying to make another Tyranid army. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I would too. One of my a couple of my friends are Necron. They're Necron lovers. So no, I understand the whole thing. Like especially with the like the scarab, like the small scarabs. Yeah, it really gets confusing. And another one of my friends is a Tyranid player. So the whole like massing an army, I'm like with the price of what's going on, good lord. Now, hold on, I did see that comment. Let me just. Okay, hold on. Shouldn't you paint Stormlords instead? You get their chapter markings with the White Scar icon. Yes, that would be an option, but I'm going with something else that still has the White Scar thing on it. Okay, hold on. Let me move my mouse out of the way. Oh my god. Okay. Um okay, so I'm feeling more comfortable with the Clippers, so I'll start to explain basically what my chapter is, because this is a chapter I came up with on my own. This isn't something that's already in any kind of codex. There isn't any record. This is my own pretty much homemade Space Marine chapter. So to give you a quick rundown before we go into like the actual like nitty gritty of it, so after the events of Prospero, when the White Scars went to check and get information from the Thousand Suns, what ended up happening was, if you've read the books, you'll know that about when Jagatai Khan was talking with Magnus down in the depths of Prospero, what ended up happening was half of the White Scars turned against their brethren because both sides believed that they were trying to decide. They were basically trying to like. Everybody was already loyal to Jagatai Khan, but half of them thought that he should have sided with Horus, and half thought he should side with the Emperor. So during this little scuffle, what happened was the flagship of what would later become the Steel Falcons chapter. The Astropath was someone who sided with Horus, and using warp energy, he tried to get the ship to Terra to help out the traitor forces when they were beginning the siege of Terra. And what ended up happening was they tried going through, but the Astropath was killed midway through the process, and this sent the entire ship basically screaming through the warp. And then, as they were kind of stranded there, what ended up happening was a Dark Eldar ship kind of collided with them as they were going through the webway. And what followed was, in their eyes, around 100 or so years of warring on this one ship in the middle of the warp. So it was the loyalists versus the traitors. Oh, gotta get that. It was the loyalists versus the traitors versus Drukhari in this kind of all-out brawl. And by the end of it, the traitors were all dead. They still became they became another faction after they were all killed. I'll get to that. I'll get to that one a bit later. And basically, by the time the fighting was over, the Astropath guiding the ship was dead. So then what would have been the Khan at the time. I'll go. I don't exactly remember names currently, but I'm going through them right now. It's still work in progress. But what ended up happening was the then quote Khan basically strapped himself into the chair, the astropathic chair, and using what psychic energy he had left from after the fighting, he managed to bring the ship back into real space. But of course, if everybody here is a 40k fan, you'll know the warp, it doesn't obey the laws of time or physics or anything. So those 100 years that it felt like for the members of the crew in the ship, those 100 years went by in the warp, while the entirety of basically the moment from the Siege of Terra to the from the Siege of Terra, they it's still work in progress. There are two paths that I'm going to go. Either one, they got caught in the warp after Prospero, or they got what happened. What the other option would be is that after the siege of Terra and Jagadai Khan was revived, and the White Scars started chasing after the retreating heretics, the ship that they were moving in was moving at such a speed they weren't able to slow down in time. So when a traitor's ship went into the warp, they were kind of dragged in there with it. And either way, like 100 years, according to them, would then take place where they would be trapped in the warp. So basically now, again, the whole backstory thing is a work in progress. Sorry. But moving to the modern day, they basically just act the same way that the White Scars always have. They kind of do their own thing. They are a Codex compliant chapter. Okay, so we got that. I don't know why I keep just looking at it. All right, blue time. So yeah, remember clean the parts and smooth where you cut to makes it easier later. Yep. Yeah, I don't have like absolutely everything that I probably should have again, but I'll see where this goes. I'm using the leftovers to make a kit bash amalgam. Whatever I have, it's currently 3 foot tall and weighs 90 pounds. Oh my god. Oh boy. Aha, okay. For this, let's actually cut out this piece. What part of this is still on? Okay, there we go. But yeah, so that's the Steel Falcons. Again, they're kind of work in progress. I've been trying to work out the lore. I watched one of the deep dive videos into the White Scar lore that's on YouTube, and I had an initial plan for them, but after like learning about the rest of the lore, I was like, okay, I got to rework this. So yeah. Okay. So should oh boy. Not sure if I need glue for this part, but we'll see. Ah, no. They just popped in like that. Nice. Well, I'm sure I'll probably need to glue the pieces together at some point. Do you think Games Workshop should be making more White Scars related stuff, like animations, minifigures, and so on? The White Scars do a lot of it at the Siege of Terra. Um, yeah, again, it's kind of a dual. It's kind of like a dual thing, because yes, do I think White Scars should be getting like more minifigure stuff? Absolutely. Uh, but then again, that's also part of like what makes the White Scars, because because like the whole thing, the entire like thing is that I would say that like the White Scars are probably like the like least they're they're in the same boat as the Alpha Legion in that they okay. All right, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way to open this properly. Because the Alpha Legion, like their whole shtick is that like you don't know what the Alpha Legion is doing, and it's similar in a way to how the hell? It's similar in the way with the White Scars in that like you don't really know most of the time what they're doing, but I do think that they need at least a little bit of love from Games Workshop. Like, I appreciate the whole 500 worlds thing and them actually like bring Titus into officially canonical status, but I'd really like to see something other than blueberries get added in. Like, I get it. They're like the poster boys, but you got to give some love to like everything else. What the hell? Okay. Okay, not sure exactly how this is supposed to go. Hmm. The hell's this piece? A5. Okay, I see the piece. So, two on top like this, one like that. Okay. But yeah, so with the Steel Falcon lore, I've been leaning a lot towards the after the Siege of Terra rather than the after the Prospero. But regardless, they get trapped in the warp, which is why their armor is the way that it is. Um, Give me a sec. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Oh my god, I hate this cough so bad. Like I really hate it. It's just been nagging me the entire time. Let's see. 1B. Ah, okay. I see it. I see it. Okay. A4, A6, and A7. So, where are you guys? 6 and 7 are right here. Where's number 4? Oh, okay. Gotta cut a little off you. Okay, so this goes on the front here. Okay, I'll have to glue this piece. Wait, no, actually. Okay, that should be good. I see that. Combat patrol for the White Scars should include more stuff. 5 assault interceptors, 3 outriders. Yeah, I don't have. Yeah, this isn't all the stuff here. Everything else is on the floor at my feet, so I'm able to grab it once I need it. This is really like all Sobudin Khan stuff right here. This isn't the whole set. Everything else, it's with me. Okay, so this is number 6. So are you planning to build a company? Um, okay, so all right, so because of the state, so because of how expensive this is and the fact that I I don't really have the funds to really like crank out a bunch, I'm limiting. I'm personally, for my finances' sake, limiting myself to around 3 full model kits a year for the time being. Uh, so basically, that means I can either get. So obviously, I've gotten this set, and this is your standard set, roughly, when you're first starting out. Do I plan on building an army? Yes. Do I plan on building an army within the next year or two? Seriously doubt it. So, but yes, I do plan on eventually getting into like the larger stuff. But as of right now, this is the set that I have, and then I'm limiting myself to 2 so that I don't go and blow all my money on Warhammer stuff. As much as I would love to. I know I probably have to glue these. I'm just making sure that it can fit. Looks like we're all good for the time being. Okay, what next? We have A9 and A8. Okay, so these are the big two pieces up next. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions for me, feel free to ask. Exactly is that supposed to go? What? Oh, wait a second. Okay, this piece absolutely, and the other piece absolutely need to get glued on. So let's get the other piece out, and then I'll start the gluing process. Okay. Okay. Got that down. These need to be glued in, followed by these pieces. So. Already my neck's starting to hurt. Let me lower my seat a little bit. Jeez, it's supposed to go here and here. Where exactly does let's try here first. Okay, so you go off to the side. Got a little I need to slip off of there. quick question, guys. You want me to put on a little bit of music? It's a little quiet. Okay, let's get number 7 on there. Let's put down gently. All right. Okay, so then we got A8 and A9. Those are these two. Let me just readjust my lamp. Okay, yeah, this is good for the camera. That way you guys can get a better look at what I'm doing. Yo, good luck, man, on your first army, and just remember the first miniature you paint will not look as good as you imagine, but it's totally fine. Yay, thank you. Welcome to the stream. Royart4781. Yep. Yeah, I know for a fact that like I'll have to like probably in a like couple of years come back to this piece, maybe have it professionally redone or redo it myself. I'd preferably like to do it myself, so that I could actually like have the experience of like expanding or improving on what I did in the past. But we'll see. I honestly don't know how long it's going to go. We're already at 49 minutes, so it's gonna take a while. Oh my god. Okay. So 6 and 7 are looking good. Okay, so by the looks of it, line it up with this. Okay, so we're gonna need to put someone here. It's kind of a little blinding. Let me turn down the light, guys. Hold on. That way there just isn't as much glare. And let me know if I need to adjust anything, guys. Like at the end of the day, I want you guys to actually see what I'm doing rather than just listen to me narrating the entire time. Okay, I did that on the wrong side. Great. Okay, I think gluing it right here would be better. All right. Oh, don't you fall over. Don't you fall over on me. Come on. Uh, did I do it on the wrong part again? Mother. Okay. Okay, alright. Well. Oh, man. It's first time. First time. Okay, there. That should be the right spot. God damn. 40k army are the Tyranids? Yeah, okay. I'm seeing a lot of people in the chat saying Tyranids or some like a lot of the more like mob Xenos groups. Okay, gotta hold this in place. Yeah, the instructions aren't really always that clear. Yeah, they really aren't. Like I understand, like even for me, like I'm someone who grew up on Legos. Like at first it was, oh boy, nostalgia bait here. Like at first for me it was Lincoln Logs, then it was Connects, then it was the bigger Legos, and then it was like the much smaller ones. Like I'm a kid who grew up on. As a kid, I grew up on on like the more intricate Lego sets. So like, but like even for me, like this is what the hell. Okay, I think you are good. Next up is you. So move the mirror down. Okay, where are you gonna connect? We obviously know it's gonna be here at the same spot as the previous one. Okay, I see. So I'm gonna do it on the bottom and then right here across the center. Yeah. So let's go. I feel like something should have gone into the center. Or I'm sure it either. Oh, okay, I see. All right, let's turn the page. Next set of instructions. We got A10 and A11. So let's just make sure that we're good here. Oof, yeah. I am starting to really see a lot of the I'm really starting to see a lot of the more intricate details, and I'm like, I only have the three colors, so I don't know. I might need to save painting Chilbin Khan for a while, or at least his bike. Because all I have is red, white, and blue. That's really it. I don't have any other colors. You know what? If there's one thing that I really wish I did see from the instructions, I wish it showed like what colors they recommended. Like at least like show us like the mandatory colors. That way I could that way you could kind of like plan for like, okay, which colors am I gonna trade out, which ones aren't. Tyranids and Space Marines have shared starter sets, so it was really good to excuse myself since I like them already, and I used SM to lure unsuspected friends into the hobby. Yeah, yeah, Space Marines are 100% like probably, I'd say, the more. Obviously, I just joined, so I don't really have the right to say anything. But yeah, you're right, Roy. They Space Marines are without a doubt the most famous of the armies out of all of them. All right. So now it's time to cut out new pieces. Okay. Flip this around. So we have this piece immediately. I recognize that. And then A10. Where's A10? We got 11 right here. That's a piece we're looking at. And then, where the hell is 10? Okay, hold on. Let's get 11 out of here first. Nope. Wrong way. There are a lot of intricate cutting angles this thing is making me do. Okay, all right, let's switch hands because I'm not getting anywhere with my left. I'm ambidextrous, so it doesn't help either. There we go. That should get you out, right? No. What are you still caught on? You're still stuck on this. Well, there we go. And you're out. Hold on, let's get the light out of the way. I recommend buying one of the painting starter boxes since they come with a lot of the paints that are really useful. Even if you don't think you'll use some of them, you wouldn't be surprised. Okay, I'll be sure to. Yeah, this is alright. Fix it. Nope, it's the other way. So where are you going to be connected to? Okay. Honestly, I don't even think I need glue for that. That just kind of slipped right in. Yeah, I think I'll keep that. Okay. Alright, next is looking for this elusive A10 that's not coming out. I don't know where. We got 11, we got 12, we got 8, we got 5. That's 19, 30. What the hell? Maybe it's here. Aha, there it is. 10, right here. Alright. Lamp. Okay. Really trying not to drop this. Also, do you have a primer? If not, then what is... Then what... Yes, I did show it off before anybody really joined, but I do have a primer. I will be going off screen for it, unfortunately, so I'll probably just, like, put some music on while I get the primer set. Right, where... Okay, I'm seeing where it wants me to put it. I think. Uh-oh, you are causing an issue. I've not put primer on any of the pieces yet. I have not started painting. Right now, I'm just assembling. Okay, I think that should be good. Should fit on now, right? Yay, there you go, little buddy. Right, you need to be glued on. Can I get away with just one side? Really hope I could. No, I'll probably need the other side as well. Okay, let's just hold this now. Let it dry. uh, I know Roy Ort's been pretty active. Everybody else, I'm not sure. But if you guys are there, let me, just, let me move the, lamp a little bit. Just out of curiosity, how'd you guys find my channel? Like, did this just show up on your feed, or... Because I'm interested to see, because I haven't really interacted, like, directly like this with my viewers before. Okay, so I'll let that sit and dry. Meanwhile, let's get the next pieces, those being A12 and 13. Doubt the piece would be here. Yeah, this is all like the armor and stuff. Okay, so let's move this to the side. I'm not normally a Discord person, but joined yours, so if you have any question about the painting or the game, just ask me on the homepage. Oh, thank you, Roy Art. And I didn't. Oh, well, obviously I didn't see it because I had my phone on Do Not Disturb right now. Where's my phone percentage? Okay, still 67%. Alright. Okay, A12. Where are you? You're right here. Where's 13's right there. Okay. Okay, because okay, there's just the one right here. There you are. Okay. Hold on. You were number 13, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, it doesn't really matter which one I cut out first. They're both going to go on at the same time. Okay, now flip around. Okay. And then these go on the back of the bike. Okay. Now the question is where. Okay. Where do these connect to? Okay, I'm seeing where. Aha, okay. I see where it's. I see. Okay, so blue will go here. Anyway, want to tell us about the lore of your custom chapter while you build them? Oh yeah, that's right, Roy. You weren't there for that. So it's been a chapter that I've worked on since I started playing Space Marine 2. Steel Falcons. They are a successor chapter, obviously, at the White Scars. Hold on, let me put a cough drop. So basically, I've changed their lore quite a bit since I've learned more about the White Scar lore and just the overall lore of the setting. Um, so right now the two working stories I have is that either after Jagatai Khan went down to Prospero and talked with Magnus, and half of the White Scar and the White Scars started battling each other, or after the Siege of Terra and the White Scars began to hunt down the retreating traitors, the ship that would later become the flagship of this chapter would be caught in the warp, and as they were drifting there fighting heretics that were on their ship, a Drukari vessel came up upon them, and so kind of like a three-way brawl on this one chair. Why are you being such an issue? Anyway, so a three-way fight showed up with the Drukari, the Loyalists, and the traitors all at once. And what ended up happening was, for them, it felt like 100 years of being on that ship in the warp. And by the time that they finally managed to get back into real space, they pretty much went through the entirety of the aftermath of the Siege of Terra all the way to the modern Imperium now, in the middle of the Indominus Crusade. So now they really end up acting kind of like a stratagem in Helldivers. The chapter is kind of like called in to perform like surgical strikes, and then they obviously they obviously like fight in other scenarios, but their main like proficiency be is basically in being a like space marine version of a strafing run. They they go in, they get out fast, and that's really what they do. Obviously, obviously as I keep working on them, I'm probably gonna like change up the lore, maybe expand upon it at a later date. But that is currently the Steel Falcons in a nutshell. Fasties, yeah, yeah. I initially was actually when I initially set out to start getting into the actual hobby. I initially was checking out the store. I was initially checking out the official Games Workshop store for Warhammer. Um, and I initially was actually gonna buy a couple of sets, but it would have amounted to like some $400. So eventually I was like, you know what? I think I'll just go with the basic White Scars starter set because it has bikes, it has regular Space Marines on foot, and it has a tank. So why not? And I was lucky because I found it at a card shop uh, that both me and my brother really love to go to. He's been going there longer, but eventually I decided to check out the store and thought it was pretty cool. Greetings, Caledon. Welcome to the Plastic Crack game. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that. Yeah, I'd say that's accurate. I'd say that's accurate for this whole hobby. Oh, quick question. What are your guys' thoughts on the series that Henry Cavill's working on for 40K? Because correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure Henry Cavill's working uh, as a major proponent of the upcoming it was either the Amazon or Netflix 40K series. I forgot which broadcast it is, but I'm pretty sure he's working on it. Okay. All right, it's coming together quite nice. Next piece is a 14 through 16. Any of them here? Nope. All right. Let's get to cutting again. Move you to the side. First and foremost, let me 14. Ow, that hurt. Okay. 14. 15 and 16. Yeah? Yep. Okay. All right, let's get 14 now. Well, I have high hopes because I heard he had disputes with the president about, which is actually a good sign. I mean, yeah, like I mean, let's be real. This is Henry Cavill. If anyone, I think, is qualified enough to be a like technical advisor about like the whole lore and to like really make sure that Hollywood doesn't fuck it up, it's Henry Cavill. Sent my collection in Discord. It's a little scary. Okay, yeah, hold on. Let me get number 14 out and then I'll look at it. Okay. Okay, hold on. Oh, no. This will happen sometimes, guys. You'll see a little bit of like blur with the camera. Usually just takes a little bit. Hold on. There we go. Okay. And we're back. Ah, okay. I see. Oh, it looks like someone joined 4 minutes ago. It's Sorks. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me quickly go to channel. Uh I'm gonna create a Warhammer 40,000 uh text. That way we can separate it from the general stuff. Also, Caligon, you are Sorks. Okay. All right. Wait, hold on. Was that hold on. The model that you sent, is that pretty sure that's Logan Grimnar. General. Yep, that's a Logan Grimnar model. Okay, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that is scary. Yep. Like honestly, if I were to ever get a army of that size, it's gonna it's gonna be quite a while. All right, so let's. No, no, that's cool. Yeah, it is scary though, especially when you think of like how much money goes into it. Like people outside the hobby probably don't know like how much it actually costs. But no, that's an awesome collection. Okay, so we got. Okay, so we can actually put 14 on now. Gonna have to keep moving this lamp in and out, in and out. All right. Where do you want to go? The hell? Ah, okay. All right, I see where you go. Oh boy, it's gonna be a tight squeeze to get that in. All right, glue time. Lamp. Oh boy. I'm guessing that's a Discord thing. Or no, that might be my friends in other places because they do not shut up. They're good people. They're good people, but I swear to God, the amount of Discord notifications or Snapchat notifications that I get from them is, good God, just absolutely ridiculous. Like on more than one occasion, I've just like muted the chat because it they just will not stop. Like somebody will post something and immediately it's like a whole like political discussion is had. It's ridiculous. Yeah, okay. Okay, next is the two exhausts. Good, don't tip over. Alright. Okay. Okay, making some decent progress. We are about an hour and a half in. Good lord, this is gonna take quite a while. Okay, so facing upward like this. Okay, I'm gonna need to glue this. Okay. Right, there we go. You go in there. Alright. You're right there. Oh boy. After I let this set, I'm gonna quickly stretch, because, good god. Started taking a pretty big toll on my back just to kind of stay hunched over, but I don't really have like a. I'm using an old wood desk, so there it isn't like one of the new adjustable ones that allow you to sit or stand up. Wish I had one, but they are expensive as hell. All right. Looks like we got the bike for the most part. It's doing pretty solid. How much more of the bike do we got? Oh, not too much more actually. We actually got to put it on the platform soon. Okay. Now moving on to 1G. 17 and 18. Okay, we're just going up by the numbers. So why am I even reading out the instruction? Why am I reading out the instructions like that? Okay. 17 and 18. 18's right here. And where's 17? Come on out. Okay, I see 17. Okay, that's a little tricky. Anybody here a One Piece fan? If you don't mind me asking. We got any One Piece fans in chat? Okay, there goes number 18. 18 goes on second. Let's get number 17. Ah, great. Only watched live action. How far into the live action? I've seen up to. I've watched pretty much the majority of the anime, if not all of it, and then the live action I've watched up until. I think the last episode I did was season 2, episode 4. Was the last episode I did. Okay, now we're going on to the bottom. Okay, no, for real. Do you guys want me to put music on? It is a little quiet, and obviously I'll keep the music down so that I can actually talk to you guys and you could hear me. But it will be my music though, so I will warn you if you guys do want me to put some music on, be warned. It will be a lot of J rock with some of the classics though. Do you need to be glued in? Probably be safe to do so. Alright. Okay. So now 8 is on. Is it the right way, though? Yep. Okay, so 8 is on. Okay. 19 and 20. 20 is the handle, 19 is the railing at the front. That's 27, 22, 28, 21, 23. Four. Okay, it might be on the other one. I am probably overlooking them because I do not see them. It's 20 and 19. Okay, 20 is right here. So I saw that one. Where's 19? Oh, it's down here. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I've looked at those before. Okay, it's 19, and then here's 20. Okay, alright, I see. This one's gonna be a tricky one. I don't mind if you want to put on music, but I'm currently talking a bit on the Discord, so I'm not as active as. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Alright, hold on. Let me take a break. Let me put on some music. Okay. Just let me know if the music is too loud. Oh, let me move back to the. Oh! Fizzlefrass. Kid came in the local game store and asked me what Combat Patrol to buy for his first 40k set. After talking for 2 hours, he left with a White Scar set. Okay, I doubt that was me. It took me like, because I went into the game store that I went in to get my starter set, and I knew immediately, and I had already known, okay, no matter what, I'm getting a White Star set. No, but 2 hours is insane. Like, if you're talking about, like, chatting, okay, I can understand that. But if you're talking about, like, 2 hours trying to figure out, like advice, trying to figure out what you're gonna get, I'm like, that is way too much. Okay, I see where this is gonna go. All right. He had it down to four. Oh my god. What other ones was he down to? It was the white. I'm imagining the White Scars is one. But then what other three factions could he have like been deciding on? But I do get it. Like trying to figure out like what your starting army is gonna be is a little challenging because there are just so many. There are honestly just like so many things that you can choose from. White Scars, Dark Angels, Orcs, or Space Wolves. Yeah, I mean I could see that. 2 hours I still think is a bit much, but yeah, I'll admit that is kind of a difficult decision to make, at least for me. It's just that I'm more. It's just that I like. I went into the hobby knowing that 100% I'm getting White Scar stuff. Anything else, I'm not sure. Kept trying to tell him that painting White Scars is a pain in the ass, but he liked the Mongolian look the most, and the bikes. Yeah, like obviously I know it isn't 100% accurate, but but the video that really got me into, uh, especially the desire to go into the tabletop, was Bricky's video when he was talking about painting the models. Well, he talks about painting the models in pretty much all of his 40k ones. But yeah, I remember like looking through forums and seeing like people were saying that like, oh, White Scars are like the worst Space Marine chapter to paint because it's just all white. And I'm like, yeah, so that's like one of the things that I was kind of like, okay, do I really want to go White Scars then? But no, I 100% want to. Okay, shut up. Okay, shut up. Thank you. Ah, shit. I think I messed up. Because, uh, because much earlier in the, Bricky is bricked up. Yeah, when I got into the lobby a long time ago, I picked the Kill Team starter box and paid one of the founding chapters. Ended up falling for the Iron Hands then. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I did. I think I did mess up because earlier in the stream, before everybody who's chatting right now joined, um, I'd cut out like like the main base, but I thought like there was excess here, so I kind of trimmed it off, and that's what I need to attach the controls because it's kind of hard to tell. But like there's that dark spot. That's like where that indentation's supposed to go, and I may have just messed it up. Shit. Or it's just meant to look like not fully on there. Ugh, either way. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try to do this glue without the without the lamp. Just adding more glue should work. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I intend to do. Okay, I'm gonna have to hold it like this so that it doesn't slip off. Is the music too overpowering, or can you guys hear me climb? Hear me fine? This is it where you can cut up a bit of spur and glue it in between. Yeah, I could. I mean, honestly, I don't really think it's like too bad because, okay, if it, if it was like if it was like one of the Space Marine arms or the head, all right, I'd 100% do that. But I mean, like, it doesn't look too bad. We hear you clearly? Okay, thank you. Because I mean, like, yeah, it's off a little bit, but it's not too bad. Like in the grand scheme of things, I don't think it's really noticeable. Actually, I might be able to turn it a little bit before the glue finally sets. Okay, leave there, figure out what I gotta do next. Okay, so we got the controls and the rail on the front. Next is, oh, okay, 21 through 24. So that's this stuff right here. Okay, lamp, cutters, set. Some of us were also talking to Discord. Nice. You know what? In that case, let me. Okay, guys. Just FYI, I created a 40k chat. Oh, okay, nice. I'm seeing a Trigon, I think. Yeah, so just try to keep the 40k stuff onto that. Just so we can kind of like keep it away from the general stuff. But but yeah, I'll keep the Discord running as long as my phone has the power for it. That way I can respond to anything you guys may say in the Discord or put my thing on something. Oh, Hive Tyrant. Oh no. Was that the bone sword? Damn. Yeah, that's yep. Come on, where'd the music go? Okay. Alright, let's see. 21 through 24. It's 21, 23. Yeah, it's all this. It's Winged Hive Tyrant. Yep. Yep, it's easy fix when it's ill bother. Yeah. Because I mean, like, what? Because like, as long as you have like a spare one, you could just pretty much just replace it. Like, you could try to like fix the actual like thing that broke, but you're better off just replacing it with the same part from a different set. Ah, there you go. Okay. Okay, got us. Villain Saga was great. Yeah, I gotta be honest. I've only watched season one. I've only watched season one of Vinland Saga in the English dub. I haven't been able to find some place where I can get the dub without paying for it. Like, I've watched a little bit of season 2, and I know, like, some of the stuff that happens in the manga, but... Like, okay, sorry, I got really concerned about how one of those just bent. But, I mean, it looks fine. No, but Survives at the Prophet is awesome. And it is a dope song. Some of it's still bent, but it's not too bad. Oh, no, stand up. Now I'll just fix the thing. Just really just laziness. Yeah, I mean, if you don't have like a spare one, it's like, what are you gonna do? Oh God, this cough is still. Okay, that is interesting. Hold on, where's? How exactly is it supposed to go on? It's like this, then like that. Okay. Alright, I am definitely going to need the magnifying glass for this. Watch it on Netflix because Netflix came to the family for free to TV. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot. It's on Netflix. Oh, interesting. Yeah, my family does the same thing, so I'll probably have to try that. Son of a. Yeah, again, I apologize, guys, but I've been trying to get rid of this cough for like the last 2 weeks. It's really not been fun. I have at least 5 spares. It's, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to hold these pieces together. Don't drink the glue. Yeah, thank you. No, I'm just gonna. Because. Now, with Flex Seal liquid, you can pour right into cracks. God, those were the days. Those were the days. Now all we got is just this brain rot. Just got all this brain rot shit in the. Memes aren't the same way they were. It's sad. Aha! Okay, so I see where these are supposed to go. Okay, you'll still need to be glued on. Actually, I might not need the thing for this as long as I'm careful. Memes aren't the same these days. Sounds like something my Ultramarine player friend said. Yeah, yeah, honestly. Oh, speaking of 40k, what are your guys' opinions on 11th edition and the Fourth War of Armageddon? Because I gotta be honest, like again, I just kind of got into the lore, but I know who Commissar Yarrick is, and good God, seeing him back was awesome. Oh, interesting. Hold on, Rayar. What do you mean by its hyena expired? Is that what you were saying? Because I think you may have misspelled hyena, but that's interesting. Very interesting. I think the new intercessor is unneeded, but the other is great. Yeah, I don't really know. I didn't really watch the. No, that might have been a loose piece. No, no, I didn't really watch the like the Adepticon or whatever it's called, but I mean from what I've seen so far, I think it looks great. The rules are another thing entirely, because I understand that I'm coming in where like a lot of people like play on earlier editions rather than what's going on now. But I know 11th edition brought a couple of pretty big changes, like the like getting rid of the circle. Oh, English isn't the first language. What is? If you don't mind me asking, what is your first language? Okay, so we got on that. So let's move on to the next piece. I think this is the last couple of steps for the bike. Day 27 and 28. So that's these pieces right here. What the hell? Yeah, 27 and 28. Oh, Hebrew. Nice. I actually I'm actually part Jewish, so I it's been a long time since I haven't had a bar mitzvah because technically I'm Christian because I had the communion and the like whole process to go through the Catholic Church, but I know my dad's side of the family has had pretty long line of Jewish heritage. Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. Gotta trim that. Do I need to trim that? Like a tiny hair. There we go. Yeah, I'm sure you guys probably noticed right now because of the music, but I have a very interesting preference. But I had a bar mitzvah. Yeah, yeah. I gotta be honest. Like even for my Christian life, like I'm not really. I haven't really gone to church in years. So like I think the closest I've ever gotten is going to my family's Passover and Passover and Hanukkah celebrations. But that's really it. Because just like generally, me and my family do a lot, so we just don't really go to church anymore. Oh, okay. So next up after this current step is we start to actually use this guy. Yeah, and again, I only have the stuff for the armor. I don't have any of like the I don't have any like decorations for this or any of the colors. So yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to continue this at a later point. That or do it on my own so that I can finish it. Yeah, you know what? I'll probably like put the stuff together and paint it, and then later on I'll probably like share in the Discord like the finished products once I get the stuff that I need to actually complete it. Oh boy. Passover was like a few days ago. Had sent home less people. Families worried about the rockets. Yeah, yeah. No, no, no. I understand that. Yeah. Oh, and like I just want to say, guys, I've only been like truly active with my YouTube channel for like the last 2 or so years, and this is the like I've had like a couple instances of like people commenting during my live streams, but this is the first time that like this like level of conversation has been having. So I just want to say thank you guys for like joining. Like I know it's not like the bread. I know it's not like the most exciting thing to watch me just put models together, but I really do appreciate it because it shows that my content can still grow. Okay. Next up is yeah, that's on. Okay, A25. So now the head's attached to the rope thing. That's this piece. I will likely need the magnifying glass for this because this is a lot of small stuff right now. Okay. White Scar's successors? Yes, welcome, Heinrich. Yes, these are White... Yes, my unit that I'm making is a White Scar successor chapter. Well, they're actually technically these are actually members of the original Legion, but they have been made into a successor chapter. Have you got much experience with wargaming Warhammer before this? No, Heinrich. This is my very first time doing minis. Is that your own lore or obscure lore from HH? Nope, this is my own lore. I created it. I thought it out. Still working on it, but this is entirely my own lore. That actually I came up with before I even, like, really got into, like, the deep, like, lore dive. Okay, that goes on here. Okay, you'll need to be glued in. Nice, welcome to Hobby. Thank you. Hey man, happy to see a new hobbyist enter the scene. If you don't mind me asking, what's the chapter? Got any lore for them, stories? Cool characters? Yes, Xveriori? Sorry, I'm pretty sure I butchered that name. No. So it is a White Scar successor chapter, who actually were part of the original Legion, who got trapped in the warp during the Horus Heresy, and when they came back out, when they came out of the warp, they had gone from the time during the Siege of Terra to the current day of 40k. So this is a chapter of regular pre-Primaris Marines who got trapped in the warp with Chaos and Drukhari, and then came out in the modern day and have started to learn what happened after they disappeared. Because for them, the fighting that went on it was kind of like a mix between the Webway and the Warp. The time period that it happened for them was 100 years, when in reality, an entire 10,000 years had essentially happened. I made my own chapter too, vaguely Asian themed, about Blood Angel successors in Dominus founding. Interesting, Heinrich. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm interested to see what a Blood Angel Asian themed successor would be like. Oh boy. How many viewers we got? Hey, we got 8 people. Nice. Nice. Okay, hold on. Let me get the music. No, that is interesting, Heinrich. You're going to need some Heresy miniatures then, so they won't have much Primaris stuff. Yeah, that's my assumption. Well, they're going to get, like, some Primaris stuff, because obviously, like, going into the Webway / Warp and coming out, that would be quite a while. Oh yeah, there is a Discord. Hold on, let me see if I put it in the, I'm pretty sure I put it in the, wait, hold on, I can check via my phone. Got 8 people so far. Nice. Really nice. again, thank you guys for joining, because this is why I do this. Like, on one hand, it is a part of me that wants to share, like, my storytelling. Like, especially within, like, the last couple of... especially within the last year or two, I kind of reignited my passion for storytelling. So, it really is good to see, like, people reacting and liking, like, the stories that I come up with. Sick Man, White Scars are a super underrated chapter. If you're doing the Horus Heresy, you should definitely try using some of the older helmets and subkit bashing. Yeah, I'm probably going to be doing that. Modern nations and people don't exist in 40k. Asian Blood Angels is just a vague theming, philosophy, and culture. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know it's not like space China is crazy. Yeah, no, I know it's not. I know it's just like for thematic purposes, but I'm just interested to see like how exactly that works, because obviously when people think of like the Asian inspired or like Asian culture inspired Space Marines, they obviously think of like the White Scars. But no, I'm interested to see how that would look. Technically, they do. White Scars originally recruited from the places like Iceland or Scotland, surprisingly, but moved to more Asiatic places. Emperor's children recruited from France. Yeah, that makes sense. But hey, there's a mix for that. Most things. Yeah, true. Like, you can pretty much just, like, kit bash literally anything. If you really wanted to, you could just do it. May it work? Okay, most of the time. Like, it depends on what it is. Like, I'm interested in if someone's made a half Necron and half Tyranid. But, again, that's wholly speculation. Alright, ooh, nice, we get to use this now. We finally get to finish up the first set of A's. Oh boy. Okay.
Career with competitive pay and pension.
Join me at the Port Authority Police Department.
Before you throw another controller, maybe break up with your lag instead. Switch to Optimum Fiber, the best internet for gaming, with the lowest latency in the news.
Are you gonna convert this guy or build as is? Okay, so I'm likely gonna convert because I do have. Let me hold on, pull because I know you guys who've like been chatting a lot, you guys weren't here when I showed what my design is. The color scheme. This is the color scheme that I have. So it's a little bit of the White Scars stuff with some alterations. So the whole thing that I have is that for lore reasons, the blue that was added onto their armor is actually homaged to... I don't have a name for it, but they have like a period of time that they've named the period where they were stuck in the warp. And so to kind of like commemorate that, they did blue. Thanks, Xavier. Yeah. I experimented with a whole bunch of different ones. I actually have 2 other factions that I've made in Space Marine 2. One of them is the Unbroken Protectors. Their Imperial Fist successor, and then the other one I'm still on the fence about. It's weird because because for the other ones I keep forgetting the name of it, but it's essentially been one of 2 things, because I'm currently on the fence about which one I'm going to choose to officially be it. They are either word bearers who stayed loyal to the Imperium and instead ended up worshipping the Omnissiah and joined the Adeptus Mechanicus as part of the Skitarii, or it's a chapter of the Iron Hands. One of the 2. Again, I'm trying to figure out which one I want to go for. And then I have, like, 3 Heretic Astartes chapters that I'm coming up with at the same time. It's a lot. It's a lot to think about. Good? Nope. Okay, still got a little bit left. Okay, we're all good. Word bearers would probably need to be put into the Death Watcher's black shields. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's why though. That's why I'm having trouble with it, because I know like it's nearly impossible for a heretic Astartes to go back to the Imperium as like a fully recognized chapter. So obviously in Space Marine 2 you have a lot of the Death Watch stuff. So all of the Word Bearer / Iron Hands, whichever one it is, those guys, they all have like some kind of Inquisition stuff on it. But I gotta figure out like which one I want to do. Because if it's Iron Hands, then maybe a chapter of Iron Hand successors with Word Bearer Gene Seed. Yeah, I don't know. That's talking a lot of heresy, Royart. That is a lot of heresy you're spilling right there. I did not think of it though. That is an interesting combination. Oh my god. Dude. I copied the Flesh Terror's color scheme because it looks cool, and also because I wanted to troll Gabriel Seth. It's called Primaris Blood Angels Ultramarines in red. That's funny. Why not take it further and have a chapter that stole his colors? That would be funny. Hold on, guys. Sorry, the cough started to flare up even worse. I had to turn the mic off because I don't want to blast your guys' ears with my cough. Okay, hold on. It's this other piece, right? Yeah, okay, so this is the last piece of the first part of A. Nice. Just make them successors from the Covenant. They're essentially loyal sword bearers. Got a cold? No, Hydric. So, me and my family were at an event, and afterward, all of us started coughing. It's past now, because that was like 2 weeks ago. The issue right now, or what we think is going on, it's like the, I doubt this is, I don't think this is the name, I forgot it. But it's like the sustain, but it's like, it's what happens when your body still thinks that it's still in effect. So it's kind of like I still have like some inflammation, and that's causing me to probably already primed his lungs with the primer. Rite of initiation. Insane. Drank too much noon oil, now he's under the influence of Nurgle. Yeah, you'd like to think that. No, but I've had this cough for a while. It's gotten, surprisingly, it's gotten better over the last couple weeks, but it's still coughed for a month. Yeah. It's usually around the winter time that happens. Shade paint. Yeah. I do have to let the ads for the music, because I'm doing this on a playlist that YouTube just randomly pulls for me. So it looks like we're going to be using this. By the way, bro, tip, if you want to check out single blade nippers, yeah, there's definitely something going around. A couple of us caught in the crud at Depticon. Yeah. Oh, we have a new person. Welcome, Nero Heretical. Interesting name. Helps you take out pieces with the warp plastic. Your favorite stent? You got a favorite standard chapter Legion, by the way? If so, you can definitely recommend some pretty good books. What do you mean standard chapter? Are you talking about like the? I'm very sorry. I'm very new to the setting, so you're gonna have to expand that for me. But I think if I can answer your question as best I can, I'd say one of the books I definitely want to get is the End and the Death series. Is the End and the Death part books, because that's where you have Nurgle and no, that's where you have fan-made Space Marine groups. My bad. Oh, I can't say I do. No, I don't. But I think definitely in books I want to get the End of the Death, because that's where you have the whole duel between Mortarion and... Okay, I'm going to sleep now since it's 1:19 there. I'm probably be asleep. Oh, okay. Well, see you around, Royart. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. And good night. Think like Iron Warriors Ultra... Oh, well... Okay, if we're talking about, like, the Legions, then White Scars. Easily. If I had to pick a second, I'd have to say Raven Guard. Yeah, I'd have to pick Raven Guard as my second. And then, if I were to pick my third favorite, like, Legion... Oh boy, that's actually difficult. I don't know, I'll have to think on that. No, but it would be White Scars, hands down my favorite, followed by Raven Guard, followed by... I'd have to figure out which other group I could go with. Alright, guys, well, we've gotten, Hurricane's bike done. Obviously we still probably have to put it onto here, but for the most part, we got it. So, now we start with, oh, wait, hold on. It'll say I'll probably have to paint. I'm not sure. What exactly does it want me? What exactly would it want me to paint? Yeah. White Scars have a lot of Horus Heresy books. I'd probably recommend starting with things like Scars. Yep, just read the books until you reach the Brotherhood of the Storm. Super good books. Oh, thank you. Like your fast attack, huh? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I definitely say If it helps you understand, I'm the guy. I do have an Elden Ring playlist. Yeah, I chose Rivers of Blood and Moonveil. So if that tells you anything about the kind of combat that I like, that's probably the easiest way. So my entire build throughout all of Elden Ring was samurai based. Have Rivers of Blood, have Moonveil, have Eleanor's Pole Blade. Yeah. So if that tells you, that pretty much tells you all you need to know about the type of playstyle that I typically tend to gravitate towards. Oh, wait. I was wrong. We have one last thing. We have a shield. We have the shield that goes onto his bike. White Scars are sick. Painting white armor is a pain in the ass, though. Yeah. I knew that going in, that that the white is notoriously hard to paint, but I was like, I honestly don't really care, because yeah, it's gonna be difficult. But honestly, I like that. I like a little bit of challenge, and airbrush would help with coverage. Yeah. Again, I only have the bare necessities, the cheapest stuff that I can get that will allow me to do everything, just not in the most effective way. It's a bit tricky to layer white paint with a brush. Yeah, it is. Have you taken a look at the Horus Heresy book order? Just trust me on this, it's gonna hurt your head. Um, no, again, like, I've only just gotten in. Book-wise, I'm not sure if I'm gonna start it for a while. You got loose for a sec. What the hell? Where on the back does this go? Ah, okay, I see. That is a... Can I even put that on there? What the hell? It's fair enough, not gonna lie. I would recommend staying away from the lore YouTubers though, since there's a lot of them with false information and say something wrong. Yeah, I will admit that, like, especially, like, in the current day and age, like, the misinformation thing about it is definitely an issue, but have you taken... Oh, were you drawn in by Space Marine 2? Okay, alright, so, actually, it wasn't initially Space Marine 2. So there it's so there's a story to this. So back, I think like 2 years ago, I was I was not here. I'm currently at home. I wasn't at home, and my feed at this point in time was not a whole lot of much, or at least that I can remember. But I came across a content creator by the name of Raven Knight. He does a lot of For Honor content. I am a For Honor player. Just leave it as you will. Um, he does a lot of Bible study because he is Christian. But he also does a lot of 40k stuff. Um, and it was kind of through his channel, and because, like, the coming up with your own Space Marines, coming up with your own, like, heroes in For Honor, which I do have one video if you guys want to check it out. It's a pretty good one, arguably the best one I've made so far because it's the only one. But it was his passion for sharing stories that kind of, like, reignited not just my passion to actually, like, try, because after I started watching his videos is when I actually seriously started committing to this whole YouTube thing. So honestly, and then, of course, like, he does play Space Marine 2, so in the end, I would say it was Raven Knight who really got me into 40k, because he was really the start of the whole thing, me taking back my passion for story writing and story sharing, and then, like, and then eventually the combination of watching Bricky's Factions Explained, and then eventually the Re-Explained, and Raven Knight stuff that eventually got me to where I am now, in terms of YouTube-wise. So, that's the story. A little bit long, but that is how I got into Space Marine 2, and pretty much the whole of Warhammer. Gonna have to hold that down. But yeah. So that's really, like, the story of my channel, in a brief nutshell. Okay, I think that should be it. That's the sword and shield on the back of the bike, so... Yeah, that should be it for the bike. Minus, obviously, putting it on. What do I put it on? It's the 90mm. Just gotta make sure. Yeah, I doubt it's this. This is probably for the tank. For the APC, whatever it is. And then... Yeah, these are the... Okay. Ah. And the question is, how am I supposed to get this on? I got the Combat Patrol. Yeah, I got the White Scars Combat Patrol. Quick question. Does anybody know what I'm supposed to put on here, if anything? Because I'm having some issues trying to figure out what the hell I'm supposed to do. Haven't used this yet. No idea what it does. Obviously, it's supposed to look like that, but how am I supposed to get on there? Just get the outside of it with the glue? Yeah, so you can just glue it on. Okay, yeah. That's what I'll do. Okay, this is going to be tricky. I'm going to get my magnifying glass for this so that I can see exactly where I'm putting the glue. Probably don't need to put it across the entire surface, just at the critical points. I might just be able to, like, thinly spread it. Okay, let's put this on before it dries. Okay. Alright, now I'm just going to wait here until the glue dries. Would you say you're more of a hobbyist, gamer, or lore guy? Like, what matters to you most? Ooh, okay. I mean, I've really only just gotten into the hobby, so I can't say I'm a hobbyist right now. Maybe in the future, like if my army grows bigger and I start to like actually get into like going to like events or anything like that, I'd say it would be a hobbyist. But not right now. Gamer, I mean, just like as me as a person, yeah, I'm a gamer, not just with Warhammer 40,000, but with a lot, I am probably a gamer at heart. I'd say the closest thing you'd get, I'd say, yes, I would say right now, the closest thing you could get would be a gamer. A lore, I mean, I know like some of the basics, but I haven't read any of the books. I don't have any of the codexes, none of that. So when I got this model kit, I also got the core book. This is the only book in the entire roster that I currently have. And obviously, it's like the bare bones. So, I am not. I wouldn't say I'm a lore guy just yet. I'd say the closest thing is that I'm a gamer. Well, when I say hobbyist, I mean, do you want your army to look as beautiful as possible? I would like my army to look neat. I would definitely like my army to look good. Gamer is you play 40k regularly and try to build meta lists, beat friends. Okay, no. Gamer, no, I have no experience, obviously, because I just started. This is my first model. I don't have any experience with the actual tabletop. So, yeah, the closest thing I'd get is lore. However, I will say this for the gamer point, I am very excited and a little on guard for Total War Warhammer 40,000, which I am getting. Like, it is without a doubt in my mind, I am getting Warhammer 40,000 for Total War, and I will be playing it on this channel when it comes out, obviously. But I've never played any of the Warhammer Fantasy games for the Total War series, and this will be the first RTS out of the Total War, because I've played Napoleon Total War, and I've played Shogun 2. Very different ones. I've never played any of the fantasy ones, so I've never had experience with air units and anti-air units. So it's definitely going to be a bit of a challenge for me, but that is on the horizon for the channel. And it is something I'm very excited about, because from what they got from the gameplay trailer, it looked like you're able to either customize or at least like choose successors. So if possible, I might get my chapter into 40k, Total War 40k. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Total War's gone too arcadey for me. Yeah, I do agree. I do prefer I am more of a historical Total War kind of guy. I wouldn't consider myself a fantasy, hence why I haven't touched any of the Warhammer fantasies for the Total War series. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be an interesting experience getting the other side of the Total War thing. But we'll see. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Gonna be an interesting experience. Okay. Why is my volume that high? Ah, we're at 7 people. That's alright. You probably won't be able to customize, unfortunately. You hates having to pay for extra coding. Yeah, you'll probably be able to choose, like... Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's the most likely one. Again, it's wishful thinking that we'll be able to customize our own stuff in there, but honestly, it would be really cool. But no, I do understand. Though, granted, they should have the money for it. I just hope they give us more guard stuff, like Steel Legion. Oh, yeah! Okay, hold on. Speaking of the Steel Legion, that's, if I'm not mistaken, that's the Armageddon Guardsman Regiment. Where were they in the Iron Will short? Like, when we saw it for the Fourth War of Armageddon, the upcoming thing. Like, we had Krieg there. We had Cadians there. Where was the Steel Legion? I did not see them. And then I saw, like, a post on Reddit that said, like, they had the Steel Legion, but it was like a Krieg minifigure that was just painted with the Steel Legion. And I'm like, what is that? Like, that is not what we signed up for. Like, if you want to bring us to Armageddon, give us the Steel Legion, not some reskinned Krieg. Like, I love the Krieg forces, but don't get me wrong, I would love to see the Steel Legion come back proper. They hadn't developed assets yet. Of course they didn't. So Games Workshop didn't want to bring them back, so they didn't make models for them and had no idea to bring them back. Yeah, true. Others and myself have asked Game repeatedly to bring them back, and they're the last minute bringing them back, which I'm so happy about. Yeah. I think it was definitely a W for. I think it was definitely a W for them to. It was definitely a W for them to bring back Yorick, though, 100%. And the new model looks so much better. I've seen the old and the new model. The new model looks so good. Like, don't get me wrong, the old model is still the old model, but the new one is pretty much just like a revamped version of the original with like minor tweaks. Okay, I've stared at this for too long. I've completed it. That's fine. Let's push it over there. Um, I'll have to start painting for this one, maybe. I have a feeling Steel Legion will just be a kill team. Yeah, probably. Um, shit. Do I want to go for... Well, no, I don't really have a primer on right now. Okay, I'm gonna hold off on... Shit, what's his name? I'm gonna hold off on Suboden Khan himself. Wait, no, shit, I'll probably have... No. God damn it. Hold on. What does it say it wants me to do next? Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna switch over to the on foot Space Marines, because from the looks of it, I do not have to paint them before fully assembling them. So that's what I'm gonna do later on, because this stream is gonna go on for I don't know how long. I'm not stopping now, but I think we'll get to the paints a little later. I know, like it's 2.5 hours. You guys probably want to see the paint, but I want to get the stuff down first before I even start painting it all, because I still have to apply the primer, and that's gonna take me away from the PC for a little bit. It would be a little weird to make a whole new range of gas masks, Guardmen, Steel Legionaries, an entirely different aesthetic from Krieg. Yep. Yeah, that's why I was questioning, why did you just reskin a Krieg? Just make the actual thing, don't just paint a Krieg yellow. Still need to get... Agreed. And maybe well, hold on, isn't the Mordian Iron Guard Napoleonic themed? Like, I'm pretty sure that's what they are. Okay, anyway, let's start with this. You need... Okay. Sullivan Comic, we'll get to you later. For now, off to the side. Wait. Actually, I'll put it here. Paint your white scars with a white primer. Trust me on this, it'll be on that. Yeah. Well, I have a gray one, and that's what I'm gonna use. Again, like, at some point in the future, I'm probably gonna, redo this, repaint them, but for the time being, I have the traditional Mechanicus Standard Gray Primer. And that's what I'll use. It's probably gonna be more difficult for the white, but that's what I'll do. Anyway, shit. What was the B? Oh, nope. These for the time being go away, or at least go off to the side. These are the two I'm looking for. There we go. Gray's totally fine. You know what dry brushing is? Yes, I know. I have an idea of what dry brushing is. Wait a sec. I messed up, guys. The stand that I put the bike on is the one for the... You know what? I don't really think it matters too much, unless the bikes specifically go onto it. I should have put this, according to the instructions, on this one, not the one with the holes at the bottom. We'll see, though. We'll see. Okay. Okay, right now, we're going to start using these little guys. The chips are down. Just dry brush any white on there and you'll probably make shadows since you used gray, since you can find them. It's not a big deal, you can just glue the wheel to the base too. Yeah, okay. Alright, then I should be good. Try comparing the bases, I believe they're the same base side. Yeah. Alright. Oh boy, okay. Here we go. Alright, it's time to start the actual Space Marines themselves. Alright, starting off with B1. Imagine it'd be on here. Interesting. Is this B? Four bikes in the center, and then 2 bikes here. So what the hell's the problem? Why can't I find the one? Probably gotta look more. That's Outriders, not Assault and... yeah. I gotta be going blind right now, because I gotta... what the hell? Okay, hold on. We're looking for the Curus right now. Oh boy. This is going great. Wasting your guys' time, because I don't know where everything is. There's 21. Here's number 10. Oh, number 2. Oh yeah, you're right. This is the bike stuff. Okay, yeah, then this has to be it. Why would... yeah, why the hell would you put... that doesn't make any sense. What the hell? Holding out Rider Spears, yeah. Okay, sorry guys, oh my god. It'll only come with practice. Practice, practice, practice. Okay, where's number 1? 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. There we go. Okay, we got 1 here. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, 1 and 2. Okay, so they're right next to each other. Perfect. Remember, they are sold separately too. Yeah, that is true. Sorry, I keep hearing the sold separately, and immediately I just think of the Titans, and I'm like, I don't think I'd have the patience for a full Titan build. At least not right now. I definitely don't have. And those are expensive too, because just the body is like one part, and then you have to like spend like hundreds of dollars on just one of the weapon systems. It's ridiculous. They look awesome, but they're expensive as hell. Okay. So most modern spurs come in A, B, and C's. Okay. Okay, alright. Gonna move this. Move this over here for the time being. Let's get... Actually, hold on. probably the best I'll get. Right for bedtime for me. Welcome to the hobby again. Have fun, mate. Catch you later. Alright, Senior Heinrich, thank you for showing up. Thank you. Okay, let's get the... Got a lot of that on my hand. Not a good thing. Gonna have to spend a while cleaning that off. This feels like the lights are off. Okay. Oh good though. Alright. Just waiting that to wait for that. In the meantime, let's get B3 and B4. Oh. Three and four. Okay. Imagine this is the left. Yep. Okay. This is the left, right? Oh no, I think I got a different one. What the hell? One, two. Oh, shit. Okay. Uh, I messed up. This one is actually number 9. Okay, I'll have to keep that in mind. Okay, here's number 4. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay, got to scrape some of that off. Doesn't have to be picture perfect. Okay, now we just have to wait. Let's take this guy, put it there. Yeah, just gotta prep my deck. Oh boy. Uh-huh. B33. That's the next piece. So that's this. There we go. Alright. So I can actually just... receive actuation. Now we put this guy on here. So back. Okay, that's one. Whew, thank God. I'm enjoying this. I'm really enjoying this. If anybody's still in the chat, actually I can check right now. Hey, see, we got 3 people. Well, technically one's me since I'm using my phone. But if you guys are still in the chat, just let me know if you want to talk about anything. I got all the time in the world right now. All right. Now let's move on to the next Space Marine. Let me actually move this here. All right. So 8 and 7. That's these two. No, 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 no. Okay, thank God. Whew. Really thought I was about to lose that piece. Okay, we'll need that, and then actually we'll need one of the packs again. Oh, that actually came out perfect. Okay. Went a little forward with that. B9 and 10. 12, 10, then 9, the one I cut out earlier. Put off to the side, put you over here. Alright. Light's still a little. Did I pick the wrong world again? Oh no, there we go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Nope. Ah, damn it. Actually might be able to salvage that. Okay, gotta trim this part right here. Something moved. Feel it. Yeah, I probably do need to get like a one blade thing to like get all this stuff off, or at least like a filing. Alright, I think that should be good. Okay, so we gotta attach on both feet. Actually, let me first see how this will look. Okay, so the full sole in the right foot and the yeah, it's just can I let that set? Alright, that's number 2. Alright. Hold on, guys. I am going to stand up and let my legs stretch a little bit. Alright, and I'm back.
nyheten att det svenska succébandet Swedish House Mafia lägger ner. Medlemmarna som arbetat tillsammans sedan 2005.
There was a time I used to look into my father's eyes. In a happy home, I was a king, I had a gold throne. Those days are gone, now the memories on the wall. I hear the songs from the places where I was born. Upon a hill across the blue lake, that's where I had my first heartbreak. I still remember how it all changed. My father said, don't you worry, child. See, heaven's got a plan for you. Don't you worry now.
These stories started here in the UK, which is why they're here today. But the love you guys gave these three guys. So for the last time ever in the UK, Milton Keynes, make some noise. The Swedish House Mafia.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. Just had to take a little bit of a stroll. Alright, let's continue. So, we got 2 of the Space Marines done. So now it's time for 3 more. Oh boy. Alright, we're looking for B13 and 14.
We rule the world. I thought I'd never lose her outside. We were so young. I think going down the bed. I still hear the song.
Hill across the blue lake. That's where I had my first heartbreak. I remember how it all changed. I said, don't you worry, child. See, heaven's got a plan for you. Don't you worry now. Yeah. See, heaven's got a plan for you. Don't you worry, child. See, heaven's got a plan for you. Don't you worry now. Yeah. Don't you worry, child. See, heaven's got a plan for you. Don't you worry now. Right, lamp time. Oh boy.
I
nothing is compared to what I've seen tonight. But I know that they're such great individual artists that they'll be fine on their own. God bless them.
Whoa, looks like you're... backing up a bit here. Okay, Luann? Is there a Luann in the house?
Remember, you don't work here.
Young...
Ask for money and get advice. Ask for advice, get money twice. I'm from the dirty, but that Chico nice. Y'all call it a moment, I call it life.
One day while the light is glowing, I'll be in my castle golden. But until the gates are open, I just wanna feel this moment.
A lot of these songs are like so nostalgic of like the early 2000s. Like it brings back a lot of memories, a lot of very good ones.
Reporting live from the tallest building in Tokyo. Long way from them hallways. It was O's and O's. They counting always. Real fat all day. Now, baby, we can parlay. Oh, baby, we can party. She read books, especially about red rooms and tie-ups. I got her hooked, cause she see me in a suit with the red tie tied up. Rita and Grace, nice to meet you. But time is money. Only difference is I own it. Now let's stop time and enjoy this moment.
Okay, that is an interesting. Is it? No, that's not it. Whoop, nope. Okay, hold on. Nope. Okay, gotta make this quick. Quick jump.
I see the future, but live for the moment. Makes sense, don't it? Now make dollars, I mean billions. I'm a genius, I mean brilliance. The streets was schooled them and made them slick with the
Gonna have to disassemble the torso.
but I'm still undefeated like shooter. I'm far from cheap. I break down companies with all my peeps. Baby, we can travel the world and I can give you and all you can see. Time is money. Only difference is I own it. Like a stopwatch, let's stop time and enjoy this moment, darling.
One day while my light is glowing, I'll be in my castle golden.
Yeah, okay. Fortunate, but I'll have to reattach. Because I stupidly did not fix this.
Stop taking meeting notes and let ClickUp AI Note Taker do it for you. It allows you to
Shut
focus on your
up.
meetings, not your notes.
Don't want
It
any
captures
AI
everything,
BS.
from action items to key decisions. And after every call, you get a clear.
Ooh, this is a good one. Should probably turn it up a little bit.
You would not believe your eyes if 10 million fireflies lit up the world as I fell asleep. 'Cause they fill the open air and leave teardrops everywhere. You'd think me rude, but I would just stand and stare. I'd like to make myself believe that planet Earth.
Okay, this one's more of a upright stance. Oh no, he's still running.
It's hard to say that
Let's let him solidify.
'cause everything is never as it seems. 'Cause I get 1,000 hugs from 10,000 lightning bugs as they tried to teach me how to dance. A foxtrot above my head, a sock hop beneath my bed. A disco ball is just hanging by a thread. I'd like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly. It's hard to say that I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep. 'Cause everything is never as it seems. Leave my door open just a crack. Please take me away from here. 'Cause I feel like such an insomniac. Please take me away from here. Why do I tire of counting sheep? Please take me away from here. When I'm far too tired to fall asleep.
Let's make sure you're not moving.
To 10 million fireflies, I'm weird 'cause I hate goodbyes. I got misty eyes as they said farewell. But I'll know where several are if my dreams get real bizarre. 'Cause I saved a few and I keep them in a jar. I'd like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly. It's hard to say that I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep. 'Cause everything is never as it seems. I'd like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly. It's hard to say that I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep. 'Cause everything is never as it seems.
Okay, so this goes on his
I'd like to make myself believe
left front.
that planet Earth.
Does it? Oh no, it goes on his whole foot. Or the whole sole of his foot.
It's hard to say that I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep. Because my dreams are bursting at the seams.
Booking.com has all kinds of stays because some love a rustic cabin. Others feel differently. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, booking.yeah.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44. This is a first look at the current industry-leading AI app builder, and you wouldn't believe the kind of apps that people are creating. Smart nutrition apps, inventory trackers, onboarding
Yeah,
tools,
sure. Just tell
you
that
name
to
it.
Soar
But
too.
the only thing stopping me from making the app is the idea. Why not build an app that gives me endless
I was gonna
app
take a
ideas?
joke.
So let's make it. Pro tip, I draft the full app spec in Chat.
think last, yeah, last Astartes was on foot. Nope. Not getting away from me. Okay. You are not in a good condition. I need to scrape a little off you. Okay, that's probably the best we're gonna get. Got a little on my finger, but that's fine. Just gotta open my hand right now. Hey, we got 4 people. That's an improvement. Remember, we were at 3, then we were at 2, and now we're at 4 again. So welcome, guys. If you just joined, welcome. Hope you guys are having a good evening or day, wherever you are. Hope you're having a good... Yeah. Let's let it sit for a little more. Okay, let's let the torso sit for a little bit. It's starting to get dark out, so I'm gonna increase that. Increase the brightness a little bit. Still haven't touched my paints yet. I'm not sure. We might have to save the paints for another time, but I'm not sure when. I don't know. I would hope to get the paints done, but we'll see. We'll see, guys. Oh, and now we're at 1. It's just me. Time to party to myself. Okay. Okay, got a little more glue to that.
No plan? No problem. Say hello to Plan BOB. That means hot, creamy Bob Evans macaroni and cheese. That's ready in minutes. Or delicious, buttery, real mashed potatoes that fit the plan. Even when there isn't one. Because Bob Evans is here for the unexpected. When you need quick and easy comfort, bring out the Bob. From Bob Evans. Available now in your refrigerated section.
Some days feel like too much. But the right organization can reset everything. From smart solutions to complete spaces. Installation to organization. Our solutions and expertise put you.
Ooh, this is a nice one. This is a nice one. Hey, see, we got someone. Welcome, welcome. Just gotta let this sit for a sec. I think I did a pretty good job in clearing out the feet, the soles of the feet, so that it's flat, or as flat as it can be. Yep. Alright. And then for this last one, both feet. Got it. Okay, that should be enough. This one really borders the edge though. Alright, I'm gonna let you guys sit. Wait, actually, since you guys are up in order, I can now actually start doing you guys one by one. Alright, so it's it's time to bring out the weapons. Alright, we got chainswords, power swords, bolt pistols, warhammers. Not warhammer. Power hammers. Power fists. We got knives. We got bolters. Looks like we got Volkites. Soul Intercessor Sergeant. Oh, the one we just did is supposed to be the Sergeant. Am I gonna follow up with that, or am I just gonna... Screw it. Honestly, I might just screw it. Hey, we got 4 people. Welcome, welcome. We are just we finished getting ourselves into the oh, what the hell? Hold on, guys. Hold on. I see that. Don't worry. Hold on, I'm seeing that. Okay, alright, okay, alright, I'm gonna have to, alright, okay, sorry guys, it looks like the, music, alright, hold on. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, it looks like the, music is what did it. Alright, alright, oh, man. Alright, apologies, guys. I'm gonna have to end the stream here. Not sure if you can hear this, but, alright.